Politics Radio Company presents an older man and a former history teacher with some thoughts on Pearl Harbor and maybe a little bit about the meaning of life for December 7th. Greetings, this is Stan the Radio Man, and I'm in the Do It Right radio network. Do It Right is a new chapter in our lives in service to others, and you'll hear more about it as it is given birth in order to help you not just Nike style do it, just do it. Let's learn how to do it right. More to come as we try and make it better. As I'm oftentimes saying right now, I think 26, 6 should be the year that all of us seek to do something very significant. Significant in 6. Significant. Change in our life. Big changes. Transforming changes in 26. Now, December 7th, 1941 was a date that when I was a younger man, you could oftentimes ask, well, where were you when you first heard about Pearl Harbor? And that was very much like the 9/11 thing, that almost everybody who was alive and adult, or at least older children or adolescents, when that word came across on the radio on December 7th, 1941, that the Japanese had attacked Pearl Harbor, everyone could tell you where they were when they heard that word, that obviously we are now going into a major war. And that was very significant. Well, there are still lots of people who, they may have been young children or certainly maybe adolescents who can still, they're still alive and they can remember that significant day. And we're now down to, at latest count, 12 survivors. Men, at that time particularly, men who had been there, been part of resisting the attack, and were still alive. And we're now down to 12, and obviously they're centenarians, and none of them are able to make the trip back to Hawaii for the ceremony, which used to be a significant part of that remembrance. They'll still have a memorial service, and that will go with all of the usual memories and tributes and reminders to be aware and to honor those who paid the price. The USS battleship Arizona still lies there, the tomb of about 800 to 900 men and women. I think there are mostly men, but that's what they are calling it right now. Here we go. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is very simple. I was deeply moved by the story of one of my particular heroes. Now, as I began to get involved in broadcasting, I started to study the men and women who were really good at it. And I wanted to imitate them. By the way, that's what all of us should do. And one of the ones that really appealed to me was a man named Earl Nightingale. And maybe, again, most of you may not have heard of him, but he was a radio announcer, a significant radio announcer, and he was in the business of what you would say would be kind of a motivational, inspirational radio program. He had the deep radio voice, and he was obviously a man of incredible wisdom. Just, practical stuff about how to succeed, how to do well, how to make your mark in the world, how to do it right. And I listened to lots of his recordings because obviously as a broadcaster, he was one of the first to invent the audio program. He actually had a radio program, and then he did a recording, and you could buy the record and play it on your record player. And of course, eventually that gave way to cassette tapes, And then, of course, now it's MP3 files. And he was one of the originators of that phenomenon. And I think the Nightingale Conant Company is still producing motivational and inspirational tapes and programs and helping people, again, do it right. But the thing that really struck me was the later realization that he had a very unique story. It turns out that Earl Nightingale was a young Marine. I think he said he was 18 years of age. And on December 7th, 1941, he was one of the young Marine guards, putting the flag up on the USS Arizona when the attack happened. And what happened was that he survived. A bomb went off and it didn't kill him, but it blew him into the water, and he was rescued. And he made it alive. He survived. But he said something significant happened to him. He said, I knew from that very incident that I should be dead. I should be one of those poor souls trapped in that boat. But I wasn't. I'm alive. And I have a life ahead of me. And by the way, I'm having a great job. And it's going to be a great career. And I am blessed beyond measure. But then he said something significant. He said this. And when I realized that, I knew I shouldn't be afraid or fearful anymore. Hey, I take a risk. I do something daring. Not foolhardy or stupid. But you know what? I need to not play it safe. I need to invest in new businesses. I need to do new ventures. I need to do new things. I must keep creating. I must keep speaking. I must keep doing good things. Because I'm lucky. There's nothing to be afraid of. People say, I'm afraid of dying. He says, there's nothing to be afraid of. I should have died a long time ago. So I fear no death. Not anymore. When it comes, and it will come, and it did come, I know that I was blessed way beyond what I should be in terms of my mortality. And that's a good lesson. I have found, maybe even in my own life, and maybe you have found too, that the more you go through and the older you get, it is possible to say, I'm not afraid of that. What can happen to me? What could they do to me? What thing could happen to me that would, in effect, be worse than dying? Nothing. And I'm not afraid of death anymore. And Ernest Becker, one of the great researchers, said that the evidence of our fears is found in the eventuality of our death. And once you learn not to be afraid of dying, once that becomes a part of your life, most of your other fears will disappear or be significantly reduced, which led to a program that I did, and I still have a hard time living by it, how to fear less in a fearful world. So I would just simply remind myself, that's why I'm doing this, that because I've got a lot of things going on. Some of them are very good. Some of them are kind of scary. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The very message that Mary got when the angel came and said, oh my goodness, guess what you're in for, lady? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear not. For behold, I bring you good news. Don't be afraid. there we go. Just some thoughts for December 7th, 1941, 2025. Best and blessings as we press forward. May things be significant for you, some significance in 26. Bye for now.